Hello, welcome to SC Bose Civil Services Academy. We are the institute situated in Varanasi and we are just dealing in UPSC, PCS and PCSJ preparation. Clear? So we are just trying to analyze the current news on the basis of the Hindu and Indian Express. These are the two newspapers which we considered on the for the current affairs. So these we and our team are just preparing the daily news analysis for the student. It is very helpful because in which we are considering the facts and the questions on the basis of paper, because in which there are the 4 GS paper and we are considering our DNA on the paper basis, in which GS1 you will see the GS1 related information overall, and what is in the two newspaper, the Hindu and the Indian Express, and after that we move to GS2, GS3, GS4, and which all things I am considering into the this DNA and trying to analysis briefly and very contextually that is useful for the student. Clear? So just we are moving to our current affairs and trying to provide daily lectures of current affairs. It will be useful for the student because as per the UPSC pattern, the weightage of the current affairs is increasing as per the day. So student who are not able to read the newspaper and who are not able to get the best content, so we are just trying to provide him the best content in contextually. Clear? So just move on our topic. This is the DNA daily news analysis of 8 January and we named it by Daily Digest. Clear? UPSC exam Daily Digest, in which we are just considering the GS paper 1, and what we see here, that nothing here per day. It means there is nothing on 8 January 2021 in newspaper of the Hindu and the Indian Express. We are just moving on GS paper 2. So what we are seeing over here, that this article belongs to the international relation. What is the category? That is international relation. Clear? So in which we are just seeing that USTR slams India digital tax hold off on tariff. Clear? So what first of all we should let know what is the USTR. It is the agency of United States Trade Representative, and this is the agency of the professionals dealing with the trade issues. Clear? So when we will check, the office of the US Trade Representative is responsible for developing and the coordinating US international trade, commodity and the direct investment policy and the overseeing negotiations with other countries, because we will see every country want to make their market as a perfect competitor. Clear? So every country are trying to devalue their goods. So when they devalue their goods, so it will make the perfect place into the global market, and the export of that goods particularly increased, and the government national income is increased as per the time duration. Okay, so graph goes on this in this position. The graph goes on this position. Clear? So every governments want to implement the higher tax on the other countries' goods as per the WTO's regulations, because so that product could not be established into their market. That's why they are just imposing the tax on the higher rate. So the value of goods will be increased and the supply of that goods will be decreased. So demand is directly proportional to price as per the economic formula. So you will be considered in context that the USTR section 301 has called out India's digital taxation regime, claiming it is not in sync with the international tax principles. Clear? In the details we will check that what is the now what we learned, that it is the USTR under section 301. Clear? So in details we will check it is the agency of professionals dealing with the trade issues. And the secondly, we check that the office of US trade representative is responsible for developing the coordination that I have already told you. Clear? And secondly, in which we check, there is the section 301 reported the flagship publications of USTR has said the digital services tax adopted by India, Italy, Turkey discriminate against US companies and are inconsistent with the international tax principle, because as we know that US is the largest IT hub. Why I am considering US is the largest IT hub? Because the US GDP is totally dependent. 79% US GDP is totally dependent on IT sector. That's why US is the IT hub. If other companies and the other countries company are bound to enter into the US and all over the globally, because US just captured himself globally in IT sector. So if other countries is bound to come into the perfect competition, so US companies or government is trying to increase the tax, so they cannot compete with the US market. Clear? So now what we are just checking over here, what is India's digital tax? ठीक है? India's digital service tax impose a 2% tax revenue generated for the broad range of digital service offered in India, including the digital platform services, digital content sales, digital sales of company owns goods, data related services, software as a services, and the several other categories of digital services. Clear? So India's DST explicitly exempted Indian companies. Not only residents must pay the tax. Okay, so the US company are just trying to DST and the other things that should be necessary to pay. Clear? So what is the tax impact on US firms? Clear? Tax impact on US firms. The USTR has concluded a digital tax imposed by the France, India, Italy, Turkey discriminated against the US tech firms such as Google, Facebook, Apple, and the Amazon.com referred to the GAFA tax. Clear? So this issue is the competition or the application of taxation revenue, rather the income extraction application and the failure to provide the certainty. So these are the basic functions of the tax impact of US firms, because because this is the I already told you, this is the matter of the share into the IT, because IT is the US soul. So US do not want to give any type of loose on IT sector, because I told you it is 79% of their GDP. Clear? And US GDP is the world's largest GDP in per nominal level and in per capita level income, and it is public is 39 crore something, so it goes to low in comparison to European countries. Clear? So if I am talking about the India's defense, clear, what India is just defending himself, why India is defending himself. Okay, so India had defend 2% acquisition levy, saying that it does not discriminate against the US companies and applies uniformly across all non-residents, e-commerce and operators. So the Commerce and Industry Ministry has said that the intention of the imposing such a levy is to create an ecosystem that foster fair competition and reasonableness. Because if you are doing something bad for us, then I will revenge with you. It is the basic function of the human or the nations. If any other government are just increasing the taxes, then I will also increase the tax on that US firms, because in India there are a lot of US firms are working in Gurgaon, Bangalore, Hyderabad, etc. in which Deloitte is the largest one. So these are the IT sector companies that are dealing in India. So Indian government also are doing the same behavior with them. Clear? And the commerce and ministry said the intention is not imposing such a levy. Is a create a ecosystem that fosters fair competition and reasonableness. If you want to create the foster fair competition, then it is reasonable as per the US USTR's law and the Indian government's law. Clear? Because commerce ministry is also dealing with that. So if we check there, the another reasons behind the levy is to exercise and the sovereign right to the government to tax business that have the across nexus with the Indian market through their digital operations, and the charge of the extra territorial application is not accurate at it is applies only the revenue generated by the India. So basically, we should have considered on the tax impact on the US fund, tax impact in Indian digital tax, and the India defense. What India doing for their defense? Clear? These are the basic functions. Okay. And why this category basically belongs to the international relation, because this is the matter of the international between India and US. Okay. Now just we are moving on the GS paper 3. And it is said that this category belongs to the economy, and it is on GDP, because GDP is likely to contract by 7.7% this fiscal year, because our fiscal year 2020 to 2021 is going to complete on March 31st, and from 1st April the fiscal year will be changed. So the National Statistical Office had come out with the advanced estimates of India GDP figures, because every year there is the organization that is known as the National Statistical Office, and it was the later it known as National Statistical Office. Before it was the Central Statistical Organization, and it was established in 1950. And the work of the Central Statistical Organization to observe the data and the measure the GDP, GNP, NNP, and the other related data to the government. And this office basically considered only datas only. Clear? So in which we are seeing in the details that advanced estimates reveal that India's real gross domestic product, it means GDP. What is GDP? Everything is produced with the geographical boundary of a country is called as the GDP of that nations. For example, there is the nation in which this company belongs to India, this company belongs to Pakistan, this company belongs to USA, this company belongs to Australia. Everyone, the nationality of the company does not belong, but these are manufacturing anything in our geographical boundary, it is total our GDP. Clear? So now we are focusing. Gross domestic product headed towards a contraction of the 7.7% 2020-2021. And the gross value addition. What is the gross value addition? For example, what is GVA? If I consider about the GVA, then GVA is a process, and it is the value addition in the process. For example, if we purchase a wheat of the 100 rupees, and after that we manufacture the bread, I sold to the 200 rupees. After that a person made the pizza, and it sell up to the 500 rupees. So then the total gross value addition is 400 rupees up to the final finished goods. So this is called the gross value addition, and it is the method of the this is the method of the measure of the GDP of the nation, and this is the production method. This method is called the production method. Clear? So we are now focusing on our topic again. Context 7.7 in 2021, and the gross value addition is shrinking by 7.2%. Okay, India's economy had expanded 4.2% 2019-20, but entered into the recessionary phase with 2 successive quarters of the sharp contraction triggered by the COVID-19 lockdown. So government are saying just increase their economy 7.2%.